here to explore a boundary that affects our workplaces, our education system, and our daily choices. We are looking at a thin, sometimes blurry line between a genuine gift and an act of bribery. As the opening speaker, my goal is to set the stage, define these concepts clearly, and explain why understanding this distinction is vital for all of us. To understand where the line is drawn, we have to look at the underlying intent. On one hand, we have the genuine gift. A gift is rooted entirely in sincerity. It is given freely out of appreciation, celebration, or respect, with absolutely no strings attached and no expectation of return. On the other hand, we have bribery. Bribery isn't about appreciation. It is about influence. It is the act of offering something of a value to unfairly alter a decision, an action, or a judgment. While a gift builds relationship openly, a bribe creates a hidden obligation to gain an unfair advantage. Now, why does this matter so much? It matters because when the line between a gift and a bribe is crossed, society pays the price. First, it fuels systemic corruption, which completely destroys public trust in our institutions. Second, it causes unfair treatment. When opportunities are brought rather than earned, hard work and merit lose their value, and finally it leads to an abuse of power. When individuals in authority prioritize personal gain over their ethical duties, it fundamentally weakens the fairness of our community. Before I hand the floor over to my team, I want to leave you all with a scenario to think about. If a student gives a teacher a nice gift, and later on the teacher gives the student extra marks on an assignment, is it still just a gift? It makes us uncomfortable because the timing and the outcome makes us question the true intent.
From a religious perspective, bribery is considered wrong because it goes against important morals such as honesty, fairness, and sincerity. In Islam, bribery or raswa is strictly prohibited. Bribery is not limited to gifts only. It can also involve assisting gifts, products, or special favors that are intended to influence someone's decisions. Islam teaches that people should make decisions based on justice and fairness, not personal benefits. A well-known hadith states that the giver and receiver of bribes are both cursed. This shows how seriously Islam views bribery and corruption. This teaching is not unique to Islam. Many religions around the world share similar values. In Islam, bribery is forbidden because it leads to injustice and corruption. In Christianity, honesty and righteousness are strongly encouraged, while dishonest gain is discouraged. In Buddhism, greed is seen as a cause of suffering, so corruption and bribery are viewed negatively. Similarly, Hinduism teaches truthfulness and ethical behavior in daily life. Although different religions may have different teachings, they all promote similar values such as honesty, fairness, and also sincerity. These values help people distinguish between a genuine and also a gift.
The big question is, when does a gift stop being a gift and start becoming a bribe? At first, it can be difficult to tell because both involve giving something to another person, but the difference lies in the intention behind it. A gift crosses the line when someone expects special treatment in return. For example, if I give my teacher a brand new iPhone and suddenly hope for my grade to improve, that's definitely suspicious. Nice try, but that's not how it works. Another warning sign is when the gift is given before an important decision is made, such as before an interview, approval, or selection process. It can also be a red flag if the gift is done secretly or privately, because people usually hide things they know about. We should also be careful when the receiver has power or authority, such as teachers, managers, judges, or government officers. And finally, if the gift is extremely expensive or excessive, it may no longer be a simple gesture of appreciation. Instead, it should be an attempt to influence someone's decision. So how can we spot a possible bribe before it becomes a problem? First, look at the context. Is the gift meant to influence a decision or gain favor? If the answer is yes, then that's a major warning sign. Second, consider the timing. If someone suddenly becomes very generous right before an approval, promotion, or important decision, we should probably ask ourselves, why now? Third, think about the value of the gift. Small tokens of appreciation are usually acceptable, but expensive gifts, luxury trips, or special treatment can create pressure and affect fairness. A simple way to remember this is if the gift comes with expectation, perfect timing, and a huge price tag, it's probably not just a gift anymore. And that's when a gift may cross the line and become a bribe.
Have you ever wondered who is really pulling the string? Let's start with the political impact. Corruption doesn't just make for a big systemically weaker democracy. When public officials are bought and sold, severely damage the institution we rely on. Trust is suddenly the people elected to protect you are not working for you anymore. They are just puppets working for the highest bidder. Next, we hit the wallet, the economic fallout. Corruption places a hard limit on our potential. Think about it. When funds that are meant for roads, schools, and hospitals vanish into private pocket, the entire country's economy stagnates. Small businesses struggle to compete fairly, foreign investors walk away, and GDP growth is stunted. Whether you realize it or not, we are all paying the hidden tax of corruption. But perhaps the most devastating impacts are social. When the systems are rich, the triggers anger and unrest. It threatens our community stability. And worst of all, it deepens the divide between the ultra rich and everyone else. The scale is literally tipped against the everyday people, prioritizing good over human life. Corruption is not a victimless crime. It's time we recognize the sign and cut the string.
Imagine a world where hard work means nothing. A world where the most qualified person loses the job to someone with connection. A world where money meant for school, hospitals, and public services disappears into the pocket of the greedy. That world is not a nightmare. That world is corruption. Corruption is often called a crime without a victim, but that is a lie. Every single one of us is a victim. When corruption steals public funds, children lose access to quality education. Patients receive poor healthcare and families struggle to escape poverty. Opportunities that should belong to talented young people are taken away and sold to the highest bidder. Think about it. How many future doctors, engineers, and scientists and leaders never get the chance to succeed because corruption blocked their path? Corruption does not just steal money, it steals dreams, it steals hope, and worst of all, it steals the future. As corruption spreads, poverty grows. The rich become richer while the ordinary people are left behind. Communities suffer. Nations struggle to develop, but the damage goes even deeper. Corruption destroys morals. It teaches people that dishonesty is rewarded and integrity is foolish. When society starts accepting corruption is normal, trust begins to disappear. And when trust disappears, the foundation of a nation begins to crack. Ladies and gentlemen, no country can truly progress while corruption is allowed to thrive. No society can reach its potential when greed is placed above justice. The fight against corruption is not only responsible of government, it is responsibility of every citizen, every student, every future, every leader sitting here in this room today. Because the moment we stay silent, corruption wins. But the moment we choose honesty, courage, and integrity, corruption loses. Let us build a future where success is earned, not bought. A future where opportunities are based on merit, not money. A future free from corruption.
Before we end, let's ask ourselves one question. If a gift comes with an expectation, is it really a gift?
Understanding this simple question can help us draw the line.
Thank you for listening.